So this is the after action commentary on the training Reddit 3 did with tier 10 heavies. I'm mostly going to be focusing on my team, Zach Attack's team, because focusing on 12 people is hard enough. So we're in Mittengard. Right off the start, one thing I want to point out. The call was to go to that little berm I'm looking at right now. You see I ping it a few times. You'll notice when we start, not everybody goes there. Just, you gotta listen to the call here. Other thing, the main reason we're going to that berm is because E5s on our side have an easier time shooting across at their E5s because the cupola is hidden for our guys, whereas theirs is out in the open. You'll see we actually get some good trades in the second game because of that. Anyways, we don't end up going that way. You'll notice Axel goes all the way over here, which is great because he keeps driving that way even though the whole team's over here. Whatever. He turns around. Yeah. So you'll see I was in the correct position. Whatever. Their whole team is going to these corners right here, which is fine for us. Axel and our mouse reposition. Planky with our mouse? Yeah. They reposition, so that's good. At this point, we've seen we're about to see every tank except the E100. And once that happens, we're actually in decent spots to trade well, right here. But we haven't seen the E100. Generally, you can use E5 as a flanking force, so that's why I'm over on this side. My tank will be the one without a name. We had good trades at the start here. One thing about Axel, he got a good trade at the start, but because he has guys behind him backing him up, he can fully hide himself. He doesn't need to trade at all with these tanks. He can force them to come into bad positions to take shots at the guys in the rear, and then poke out and hit them for 750 damage. He doesn't need to do this whole wiggling, trying to take shots business, because he has guys all the way back here that can support him. Anyways, Ghost spots me, I take a shot at Ghost, I miss. Now, Little Abortion comes out completely sideways to Ghost, immediately gets hit by a heat round. I mean, he makes his shot, but we know the E100's there's no reason to do that. I make my next shot. One thing to note here, Living Abortion can fire another shot before Ghost reloads. Ghost has at least a 15-second reload in his E100. Instead, Living Abortion maneuvers around and misses his shot because he doesn't have time to aim. Ghost immediately shoots Clanky, which is a wow, and good. But at this point we can start pushing on Ghost. So what I do, their team realizes Ghost is going to die and they push on Axel. This works out okay for us, surprisingly. We have like 2 tanks pushing 1 E100. They have all their tanks pushing 1 E100. There's no reason to do that ram right there. E100 weighs a lot more than us. We don't need to get close to it in the first place to pin it. Especially because you're shooting heat all game. Well, what Living Abortion was. So there's no reason to get that close and hit the E100. Our E100 dies, but we have 2 tanks in the back that have good shots. That was a lucky high roll right there. Don't know if you saw it. Clanky is pretty much for sure dead. But we're in a way better spot right now. Their team is surrounded. Right over here, Living Abortion fired last, and because of that I was already aimed at the E5 more time. If you know what your reload is, and what your teammate's reload is, in this case we both have the same reload, you don't even need to call out shots. It's Living Abortion has that kill. I shouldn't even aim at the E100. Anyways, our tanks come in. This is where things kind of start going poorly for our team. Nice shot by Cool Car right there. You'll notice right now it's a 3-on-2? Yeah. I don't have a nameplate, but that's me. 3-on-2, me and Living Abortion with 3 tanks. Cool Car needs to just push in right here. There's no reason to play it on this corner like that. Same thing for Surreal. Both of these tanks are full health, they need to just move right in. There's no reason for them to stop. Surreal moves up right there, that's good. And then because of that we're able to kill this I-7, me and him. We lost an abortion, but we're still up tanks, so it's fine. Right here, Surreal pings their E5. That's not the tank we should be focusing on. You'll notice Coolcar doesn't have shots at the E5 currently. I have 0 shots and won't even have any anytime soon. I'm all the way back here. I will not have shots at this E5 anytime soon. That's not the tank we should be focusing on. We should focus on this one, which I say over voice comms. But that's just something you gotta realize if you're gonna call targets. You should focus on the good one. There's only 2 options here, so it should be an easy choice. We all 3 of us have shots at Sync Face. Surreal, again, backing up. You don't need to back up. You're at full health. It's T1-2. The only way we lose this is if they kill me somehow. I mean, really, there's no chance of us losing, so it's whatever. Anyways, we kill Sync Face, which is the one we should focus in the first place. And then push one more time. That was a good push by Surreal. He gets behind him so he doesn't block my shot. And we just finish it up. So that was a pretty simple game. These ones were not super serious. The calls at the start were not super serious. It's mostly focusing on pinning your shots, which our team did a good job of. I want to point out Ghost here, just firing heat all around. He ends up doing really well. Yeah, go to a little scorecard afterwards. Yeah, this is the first one. Ghost ends up getting like 3,000 kills, even though he was the tank we pushed first. That just really shows how powerful an E100 is. Oh, I didn't point it out, but that point where Living Abortion didn't just fire immediately. Like I said, Ghost, we have a chance to fire 2 shots before Ghost can fire a second. Because Living Abortion backed up and didn't just wait for his reload, he ends up actually hitting an ally there. So if you're against an E100, you can fire 2 shots before he does. So just fire your first one, get hit, fire your second one. You'll actually outtrade them if you're able to do this, which we were because Ghost was out in the open. Really good job by most everybody. Red team, Ghost team, we just kind of had a hard time because we were able to push Ghost effectively. Here we go, game number 2. Our team is going to the same side, same thing as last time. Their team actually chooses to go and trade with us on that corner, which you'll see works out in our team's favor, because again, the cupola for an E5 is on the left side, and ours are slightly hidden in that spot. And honestly, it's because of some great shooting by, I think Bean and Creeper, Jeepers did really good right here. So anyways, we're going to move to that corner to start, with our E100s covering the opposite side. Alright. Yep. Right at the start here, Bean takes a shot and it bounces. It hits the shoulder. This probably would have penned had it been a heat round. I think it was an AP round. Anyways, it's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. That's Cupola Snipe on Sync Face right there. And we trade pretty well. Nothing really happens here at the start, except trading. Was that another Cupola Snipe? Ooh, looks like it hit turret roof with a heat round. Some of us were willing to fire heat this game, I wasn't, but whatever. We actually trade a little bit better on the E100 nose. Yeah, we make the first shot. These guys, Ghost and German, trade about equally with our mouse and E100. Our mouse and E100 just get put in a bad spot eventually. Wartime is... he's over angled right here. He needs to be angled like Sync Faces. He takes a shot into the tracks because of that. At this point, Surreal goes around to flank. So we've gotten 2 hits on Surreal, a hit on Wartime, a hit on Sync Face, and in return, I think just Living Abortion has taken, it looks like probably 1 IS-7 hit. So we've hit like 5 times. We're trading much better in this spot. Oh look, we hit another one. Woo! That was a turret snipe on top of the hatch. I think Jeepers did that actually. I went and watched this before. Nice shot. So anyways, right now Surreal is flanking. You can see their E100s are kind of hurt, our mouse is kind of hurt. It's pretty much an equal trade. I think we've done more damage. The problem is Frankie's taken all of their hits. At this point, I'd tell Axel to stop playing that corner as much because we know Surreal is flanking. You can see I already pinged it F2 over here. Here's where he's gonna appear. Actually, that was a ping at the start of the game. Anyways, I'm waiting for Surreal, and that's where things get ugly. Surreal whiffs this shot. He had time to aim there. So at this point, our team is outflanked. Honestly, our mouse in 100 should have come back to like this spot right here, so that Surreal can't hit them and we can camp effectively. Because that's pretty much what we're doing, just trading shots, learning how to hit weak spots. They don't. I also don't tell them to, so partially on me. This game, Ghost was firing HE. We'll look at the scorecards afterwards and see which one did better. Heat or HE. So I tell us to push the E100s because we can't sit here with our mouse and E100 out in the open like that. Another HE shot. I think that was a 0 damage shot. So I told Jeepers to stay behind because he's got some great DPM and can pretty effectively hold that corner. You'll notice first shot. I think he hit the turret somewhere. If he makes that shot, they're down a tank. Very helpful. You've got time to wait. I mean, these guys are going to be on you in a bit. It's better to kill that tank for sure than miss a shot like that. Because now we're on like an 11-second reload. Anyways, we push in. We need to kill Ghost here. Ooh, a miss. Pretty costly miss by Loon Abortion there. You'll notice, because Ghost is now one shot. This is a really bad mistake by me. So I've got easy shots on German's turret side, which I take. But you'll notice, I also had really easy shots on this lower plate from Ghost, and that would take him out of the game. Instead, I hit E100 side turret. Very stupid, not necessary. Jeepers is over here trading pretty well. I mean, he's outgunned, but whatever. Ghost runs all the way away, which is what everybody should do if they're one shot in this case. And he forces Bean to come on in. I think Bean misses this shot. Oh, he wasn't loaded. Regardless, Zach misses his next shot. Yep. Killing it. So Bean has to kill him. And because of that initial shot that I put into German instead of Ghost, Ghost drew Bean all the way out here. Bean took an extra shot, which has set him on fire. And now we're trying to kill German still. These tanks both could have been dead by now. Surreal comes up. Oh my god, you gotta hit that shot on Living Abortion. That's like a for sure win if you hit that shot. I hit mine, yay! Bean needs to push here, and I tell him to, but he backs off because he's low health. You gotta know that Surreal is reloading right then. Right here, so Axel on the IS-7 just fired. IS-7 backs up. Axel needs to push that IS-7. He was ammo racked this game, but I don't think he pens a single shot the rest of the game. You've got to push the IS-7 right there, try and get a kill. Instead, he turns around and shoots an E5. Bounces the shot, but even if he had penned, that's more than 750 health, so that's not going to be a kill shot. If you hit that shot, it doesn't matter. If you kill Axel right here, it's still a 2-on-2. And Axel, or if you hit Coolcar, it's still a 2-on-2, and Axel can pick shots for me. But instead, we shoot at Sync Face. Not helpful. Sync shoots Axel. Not really useful. Right here. Oh, I hit the track, but it's a bad shot because he's angled well. Doesn't hit anything worthwhile. Surreal shoots me. Sync Face tracks me. And then ran for the kill. And that's the end of this game. There are some other little things here. Maybe better. You'll notice it was a really close game. There's 3 tanks on 2 at the end there. We just bounce more shots. Trying to rewind and see how this works. So here's something I forgot to mention the first time through this second replay. At this point, our E5s, well everything, is pushing their E100s. Their tanks push Jeepers on this corner here. Well, as you remember, Jeepers misses the shot, but what's cool is the part after that shot. Jeepers is on like a 12-second reload right now. These tanks cross the middle here, we have shots at them, we don't shoot them, even though shooting wartime would have been smart, but whatever. What's cool though is Syncface turns his turret to the right and gets a shot on Living Abortion right there. Jeepers is all the way back here, he's hold down in IS-7, and Syncface is on the move. There is no way he's ever going to pen this shot on Jeepers. Instead, he turns his turret here, hits Living Abortion, boom. Wartime can do the exact same thing, and he doesn't. Instead he looks at Jeepers some more. What's interesting about this is almost immediately German hits Living Abortion, and boom, look at that, 52 health. If Wartime hits this same shot that Syncface did, Living Abortion is dead. I don't really know if Wartime was loaded. Maybe he was loading right there, but I mean, if he was loading, that's almost impossible to make. You should make that shot. But he's floating rocks right here. Anyways, if he hits that shot, Living Abortion is dead. He doesn't, so Living Abortion has a chance to do more damage. You'll notice he ends up not doing any more damage, but it's still something to look at. That's kind of cool. Look at that. That's pretty. So anyways, yeah, bounces that shot. Heat round. Notice heat round. Bouncing that heat round. Should never bounce that heat round. The only other thing, Ghost is a one shot right here. Look at what German does. Look at this. This is great. Boom. Blocking for Ghost. Bean could actually probably hit Ghost in the turret here, but you know I didn't hit him either. So German does fantastic blocking for Ghost. This is something your caller's not going to tell you to do. You've got to do it just innately. And because of that, Ghost lives an extra minute or two. Well, not a minute, but you know, enough to shoot some more. Boom! Check that out. Heat round, upper plate. Living Abortion. Never, ever hit any 100 in the upper plate. Doesn't matter what you're shooting. You never should do it. Anyways, so German blocks for Ghost, blocks again for Ghost, blocks again for Ghost, and Ghost finally dies. Finally dies. Now, Ghost, this game only got 800 damage, but German got 5,000. So it's not just, you know, blocking for Ghost allowed Ghost to do more damage, it allowed German to do more damage too, because he didn't get singled out sooner as well. We were splitting our damage between the two of them, and I mean, if you can block for a teammate like that, do it every time. One other thing I want to point out, Ghost got 800 damage. In the first game, Ghost was shooting Heat, he got 3,000 damage. Second game, he's shooting HE, 800 damage. I pointed this out to show you how bad HE is compared to Heat. It's so situational when you want to shoot Heat or HE, you should just never do it. This is a scrim, so I'm not saying that Ghost is stupid or anything. I mean, I wouldn't want to fire APCR gold rounds all game, which is why I didn't. But it's just it shows you. So like, let's say you're an IS-3 shooting at a T-32's turret. If you shoot HE and hit that T-32 turret, you're gonna do 0 damage. If you shoot it with Heat, you're also gonna do 0 damage. So I mean, equal trade, you know, whatever. But if you hit that cupola with Heat, you're gonna actually do, you know, 400 damage. If you hit it with HE, you're gonna do like 100. You should always shoot Heat. If your Heat doesn't pen, your HE is gonna do 0 damage anyways. So, just like almost never should you shoot HE. There's a few fringe cases. The Con Von's little ears can take an HE round and deal damage. But other than that, never ever shoot HE, especially in an E100 because of the long reload times. Again, not blaming Ghost, this was for fun. The Heat rounds are more expensive, so, you know, I don't blame him, but it's a really good example of why HE is just not good for heavy tanks to shoot. Other thing I want to point out, Living Abortion fired 10 shots, did 0 damage. We put a net at the end there, then he shot a Heat round to the upper plate of an E100. Never do that. I was shooting normal rounds all game, I still got 5 pens. There's like no excuse to ever deal 0 damage, especially if you're shooting Heat out of a T110 E5. he should have penned way more shots than me in the first place. Instead, he got zeros. And you'll remember that game was like a 3-on-2 at the end. If he pens like one more shot, it could have been a 2-on-2. If he pens 2 shots, we could have won that game. So just you gotta pen your shots. There's just no other excuse there. Wartime also kind of had low damage, but he was on a one-shot all game. You can kind of understand why he'd rush shots and, you know, not take high-value shots. Bean did fantastic. Luckily he wasn't here for the first game, so he didn't get to screw us all over that one too. But good job. That was also with Beat. Anyways, this is the end of the commentary for Reddit 3's little training round.